come alive at the point of instruction. And I'm not even just talking about technology, just any kind of learning should come alive for kids. You guys, I think, use the word relevance, and for me, it's engagement, being actively involved. So I guess 5 years ago, I would have defined this more like learning styles and Howard Gardner, and I would have defined this that way. But lately, I've been defining it with engagement and relevance.
Anybody else's thoughts? There's a lot of different ways to go with this. I know we talked to our some people back here. I think we have kids create their own lessons and direct their own learning. What do you think students learn?
So, learning the students excited about engaging others. An actual very nice
And relevance is huge.
And I think what I mentioned about interests is it doesn't matter if what they're studying, if their interest is with football or statistics or whatever, it teaches that math concept. I mean, back when before everyday math came out, and I'm going back to my former teacher for a grade, I thought math was extremely boring to teach. Kids didn't know why they needed to learn it. So I used to sit and create things that made it real for them. Like if we were doing big numbers, addition, subtraction, accounting, whatever, I'd have them run their own checkbooks and find things that they have so much money, and they went home at parents telling me that they were balancing their checkbooks at home for them because the kids were kind of good better than the parents somehow. I mean, but everything like that was always constantly making it relevant and interesting, and then that's, I just truly believe that that's the way to go, and that's kind of what you had mentioned, the parents are looking for, and that engagement, that interest level, and you can get the standards done, no problem. You can go beyond the standards. Then your bars up here. To me, when you teach right to a standard, your bars here. But when you're going with this type of stuff, your bars are much right. Because they go way beyond what you expect them to do because they're interested.
I did a presentation at Tech Home in New York last fall on transform student writing. You know what we've done in English teaching? You know what we've done a really bad job of in writing? Writing for authentic audience. Who's the audience usually? It's the teacher. The teacher has to read it. The teacher has to give feedback. If you took a senior composition course, the first paper you had kids write was, usually they want to go to college A, and their parents want to go to college B. You go do some research, you write a letter persuading your parents why you should go to college A. You get a little bit more motivated to write that than cause-effect papers or persuasive paper explaining, gun control or euthanasia or, No, we don't write for authentic audience. We need to do a much better job for authentic audience and person. That gets to the issue of relevance. We talk about student center. They're creating their making. They write something online. They write something on a blog. People don't have to read it. I got to get somebody to read this. I turn it to the teacher. Teacher's got to read it. Anyway.
Yeah, the high school people over there going, yeah.
Go ahead.
I have some personal reasons for looking at colleges lately with a 17-year-old son and one who doesn't probably want to go to the traditional 4-year. I have a child who's extremely gifted and wants to be a digital filmmaking animator. So we've been looking at some of these other places, and one of the ones we visited recently is Illinois Institute of Art, which is not Chicago Art Institute. The fascinating thing to me was, I was thinking, okay, we'll get away with Harper College or something for a couple of years, and they said, no, please don't do that, because I can't tell you how many kids' hearts I've had break when they come in with their gen ed requirements done, and I have to tell them, no, we don't teach trigonometry this way. We teach the vectorization of the angle and why that special effect is not going to work. We teach the history of the United States through the film history of the United States. So the relevance spins right back around into the classroom, and even though these are industry experts who are still in the field and teaching, they've brought those curricular areas back to where the kids are really interested.
See, there's another whole roundtable talk about how are we preparing kids for higher education, and is preparing kids for a 4-year college the best, necessarily the best choice. I don't know. In that case, no, it isn't.
Well, and some of the other things that I was just fascinated to hear, and I don't know how relevant to this discussion, but they don't have a 4-year degree, they have a 3-year degree because in the real world, you don't have summers off. Et cetera. I mean, there are so many things that I'm not trying to hear as an ad for them because there's so many to be decided, but there are many things that they clearly have taken, put a spin on, twisted, thought about, is this the best way? Does it have to be done that way because everybody else does? It's just interesting.
See, back to my saying, compare with the real world, as an instance, or when you're talking about the 90 seconds that they speak in class, are they prepared for the real world and they're only speaking in class for 90 seconds, or writing for an authentic audience? Another example of preparation.
And one thing I do want to say real quick about that, and this is, I don't think it's the wrong way, I'll just leave it. I think we hear that phrase a lot, prepare for the real world. A lot of news, and we all know this, they are the real world. They're living in the real world. What they're doing is the real world. And I think sometimes we almost remove, almost sometimes in their education, we remove the real world from what they're doing and give them an arbitrary, contrived world of education that we've built for them based on our expectations, not based on what's going to happen for them when they go out. Same thing that I said about output. Our output as adults is speaking. When we look at what we do as adults, and I'll tell you, right now, you all have a choice. You all are sitting in here, and if you think this session